Hey everyone, welcome to O-Tōkushō Manga Review Edition. Today we're going to be reviewing Chapter 1053 of One Piece that had just come out. My name's Alex, and with me is Jack.
How you doing, you sons of bitches?
There he is, that's Jack.
Sorry, just excited about the most recent chapter that we're talking about. We don't usually do this, but this is a pretty important one.
Yeah, I'd like to make this a habit, but we can decide how it turns out and go from there. But yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't realize by now, Alex and I both really like One Piece.
Yeah, it's kind of like the one thing we always talk about.
And luckily for us and everybody else who also likes the series, it's not over yet, so we can continue to talk about it. You know, just sporadically as things happen. I personally really like Naruto and stuff, but I can't exactly bring that up at random nowadays because it's, over, and I'm never talking about Boruto.
Yeah, no,
so,
that's...
just kind of in that awkward situation. There's quite a few things that are series actually nowadays that are over and done with, which makes for talking points kind of dry.
I know, like it's like Shonen Jump is kind of it's drying up. It seems.
Yeah, most of their flagship titles are just dying. Not because of any bad reasons, though. Like, they're legit just ending all at the same time.
I know, it's crazy. But, yeah. Chapter 1053. The cover page is a promotional image for One Piece Odyssey. Very nice, very nice.
Do you actually want to play that game? Like,
yeah. It seems like it's going to be like a JRPG, it seems like, and I'm all about those. I didn't like World Seeker, I'll be honest. It was kind of just like... It felt very empty, and they were just trying to, I don't know, capitalize on the whole One Piece thing.
I mean, if Odyssey has, like, a bunch of different monsters and stuff for you to fight and hunt in it, kind of like this cover spread is implying, it'd be a very interesting game to play.
Yeah, and it looks like they're not just, like, making up a bunch of monsters either. We got the Kung Fu Dugongs, and we got a Blue Gory in the background. So,
yeah, I think we've seen the scorpions before, too. And the lion, like, giant lion thing, that's just been in a couple places.
Yeah, it was, I think it started in Strong World.
Yeah. And there's also, obviously, just, like, kind of dragon, kind of dinosaur creatures everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be exciting.
Yeah.
We got fairly standard-looking waifu and, almost Momo, but not really.
He's kind of like Momo crossed with Wiper, almost.
Yeah, it's Wiper Momo, but he has Wiper's tattoos and murderous intent, and Momo's general look.
All right, and the chapter 1053 is called New Emperors. We start off at Mary Jo. What do you think? Do you think? Why do you think they wanted to remove the D from Luffy's name now, of all times?
I think they're just getting desperate. Honestly, I think they're just getting desperate. As mentioned by other people who've talked about this already, they did something very similar to this with Roger. Because his name is not actually Gold Roger, it's Gold D Roger. But they called him Gold Roger to remove the D.
Yeah. Some people have been saying that the D they removed was Law's name. But that doesn't make any sense because the only person who knew about that was Sengoku. Well, that's still
nobody calls him Trafalgar D Waterlaw. They just call him Trafalgar Waterlaw.
Not even,
or just Law.
Yeah.
Like, just straight up just Law or Trafalgar. They don't call him by his full ass name. Mostly because it's very long.
Yeah. Gorosei really fucking dropping the ball recently, huh?
By recently, you mean, like, the last arc and a half? Yeah, recently.
Yeah.
The world government is a sham. It's just run by a bunch of old clowns.
Because, like, it seems like they were been on top of things for, like, a long time. But now...
Yeah, like hundreds of years.
Now it's just like...
I'm pretty sure they mentioned it was like 800 years ago was the last time the, Nika Nikanomi was a problem. And, like, that's a long time to be this bad at their jobs and not fail.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, they can be stopped by a single, like, just news-obsessed Birdman with access to seagulls.
I know.
Like that's all it takes.
Speaking of Morgans, I think he's at an important point for something that happens later on in the chapter. But I'll get to that when we get to that.
Mm-hmm. Also, like, what incredible social, like, sway Morgans has, because, like, if we think about it, all the things shy of bounties, right, are basically determined by him in the court of public opinion.
It seems like it.
Right? Like, the world government in the first part of the chapter is actively trying to stop and or deny what Morgans is printing. And they just can't, because apparently those newspapers have more sway than the actual word of the world government.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's... I think, but like, before, it was all just, like, the government was paying him off, and he was just, like, taking it. But, like, now he's just like, yeah, the real news is
gone rogue.
The real news is, like, way better than, like, this fake shit they're trying to peddle.
With Morgans in particular, I think it's the fact that he was the person that paid off for so long that made it so that the public just assumed whatever he wrote was true.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this might straight up just be the first time he's ever done something that, you know, was true, but not, you know, explicitly told to be spread by the government.
Yeah, I mean, like, that scene with Cypherpole at his office is, like, kind of proof enough of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they literally were sent to try to assassinate him, but his news was too big, and so were his giant feathery fists.
Exactly.
But I mean, yeah, it would make sense that this is like the first time he's ever gone rogue, you know?
Yeah.
Still don't know what the hell he is, or why he's the person in charge of this. Like, we don't know if he has a devil fruit, right? He's just like a giant Birdman?
I think they say he has a devil fruit, but I don't...
If they did say it, it was only mentioned once.
Or like in the Viva card.
Yeah, and it obviously hasn't been, like, you know, expressed in any particular way.
Yeah, no.
Because if he has a devil fruit, it kind of has to be his own, right? Like,
on his wiki, it says that he has the bird fruit model Albatross.
Okay, so we've just never seen him in his human or his full animal form.
Yeah, it seems like it.
He just kind of lives in his hybrid form, like Chopper. Okay. Well, actually, like Chopper. Oh, it's always weird with Chopper. Is his, like, regular, like, tiny chibi form his hybrid form, or is his Yeti form his hybrid form? Because none of them look human. Like, his most human form, allegedly, is his Yeti form. That's what the backstory would have you believe, but he still doesn't look human. Especially now. But yeah, so we got Morgans just kind of going AWOL, doing whatever he wants, spreading all the, you know, big news.
Speaking of that, there is a picture of Sabo on a wall in one of the panels that we see.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, it's a big one. Based on, like, the scale here, that's at least like a 25-foot by 25-foot portrait. That thing's huge.
So, which gives me the impression that it's a memorial, I think.
If you look at the building, actually, it looks like the buildings are kind of fucked up, too.
Yeah. Well, this could just be a poor country.
Which means they might have fought there. This could be a Revolutionary Army victory place or something.
Yeah, it's possible. But, yeah, it seems like that picture is like a memorial, because if the news was that Sabo...
He died.
Yeah, if the news was that Sabo
then
died...
Then they're gonna do, you know...
But if the news was that, like, oh, Sabo murdered, like, a king or something like that, then they wouldn't have that up there.
Probably not. I think the flag might actually be telling. I don't know what the flag for the Revolutionary Army looks like. But if that's their flag, then that's pretty obvious what's happening in that particular picture.
Let's see what Bella Betty is carrying.
Yeah, she would be the one carrying their flag.
I
don't remember what Bella Betty was carrying, just because, you know...
There's something else to focus
distractions.
On. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Revolutionary flag is a full red with RA on it, and like a bat, looks like. Here,
okay.
I'll post it in the chat.
Revolutionary Army, yeah. I mean, I suppose I shouldn't have expected anything more complicated than that.
Yeah. But,
okay.
And now on to what everyone was waiting for here, The monster...
The new bounties.
The Auction House Trio's bounties.
Yes. Which is a shame that we don't know everyone else's, but, you know, this is the important ones that we needed to find out. 3
billion berries.
But they're shared between all of them.
Yeah.
Each one is 3 billion, which is honestly quite bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say Kid-in-Law don't deserve to have a bounty increase, but I really don't think they're on the same level with Luffy for a multitude of reasons. Because like bounties aren't strictly, you know, a representation of power, or even achievement. They're also a representation of the threat to the world, right? Like Robin's bounty was huge.
Yeah.
And she was like a 12-year-old girl with no abilities.
Well, she had her.
Well, no, she had her. Yeah, but she was very new to those, and she wasn't dangerous yet, physically speaking. People also didn't know who she was. She had no actual sway. Her bounty was based entirely on her knowledge that she had and ability to read poneglyphs, and that gave her one of the highest bounties we'd seen in the beginning of the series.
I think that they probably gave Luffy the same bounty as the other two because they don't want people
thinking to stick out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they want to take out the D, but Luffy still got the D, unless they want to call him Monkey Doofy, which, you know...
Or the Jeff Keighley special, Monkey the Luffy.
Yes, Monkey the Luffy.
Monkey the Luffy.
Yes. Oh, God. He just becomes an Italian mobster instead.
I'm a Monkey the Luffy.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with Monkey the Luffy.
Also, nobody
don't
seems to...
prisoners.
Nobody really seems to care that Apu's just like chilling.
Yeah, apparently they just kind of just allowed him to be cool. Like at the end of the last chapter, like he was having drinks with some people, with like the remaining number who's not like unconscious or dead. And they're just gonna kind of forgive him for some reason.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm expecting Kid to at least find him in a dark alley and just murk him.
Yeah. But Kid's got bigger fish to fry right now.
Yeah, a very specific fish.
Oh, and speaking of fish, I'll be on the lookout for the new fucking Binging with Babish episode where he recreates the Shogun meal that they took an entire page to talk about.
And then just not eat.
Yeah.
Because everybody was too impatient.
Except for Jinbei.
But it's Jinbei.
Yeah, I think it's funnier that it's just Jinbei.
Like, I mean, to be fair, Robin probably would have stayed too if she was actually there, but, you know, she had other things she needed to do.
Yeah. Because, like, if there was nobody there, it wouldn't be as funny if it was just, like... He's like, Jinbei's like, yeah, I can wait for 2 hours, I don't care.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours for a dope-ass tea ceremony? Hell yeah. That poor man prepared, like, a perfect, you know, dish for the tea ceremony, which is comprised of what looks like, 10 separate dishes for, like, 100 people, and the only person there is just one random fishman who's never met.
I think Tekking 101 said it best. Luffy could just, like, eat all of that in one gulp.
I mean, he easily could. I mean, shit, I could probably eat that, like, 10-course thing in one gulp. They're all small bowls with, like, single servings in them.
Yeah, it's not a lot of food.
Like, one of them is a single bowl of rice. It looks like there's, like, a wedge of tofu. There's some, like, there's, like, one slice of melon, like, 3 dongos, like, a bunch of miscellaneous vegetables and pickles and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just... Oh, man.
Wano's fucking getting lit right now. Everyone's turning up.
Everyone's eating a storm. I would love to be at that festival, by the way.
I know, it sounds great.
Shooting games, goldfish scooping, chocolate bananas, yakisoba, takoyaki, grilled squid, candied apples, cotton candy. Hell yeah. That's some good shit.
Some other good shit is this this next reveal we get, or the next 2 reveals we get, I should say.
Actually, right before we do that, I just want to say, based on the reactions people have to Hiyori, I really want to see Hiyori meet Hancock. Like,
true.
Just what would that be? Because they're both people that just make everyone who sees them, besides Luffy, like, freak out.
Well, I mean, like, Hiyori is, like, still kind of childish, in a way. And she's not as, like, vindictive as Hancock is.
Yeah, but that, like, bitchiness to Hancock is why people like her, though.
I guess. Because she's...
No, like, literally all the Amazon Lily people are like, step on me, Hancock. Like, for real. They really enjoy it when she looks down on them. By arching her back so far up, she's looking... Or so back, she's looking up.
Yeah. But,
it'll be an interesting force to combat. But yeah, so the next reveal is...
Tenguyama is actually Kozuki Sukiyaki, Odin's dad.
He's not dead. He's just old.
Yeah.
And weird.
So, like, he still made the Sandai Kitetsu, though, which is... like,
impressive,
yeah.
Obviously.
But, yeah, I guess people saw it, like, coming from, like, a while ago because they fucking told everyone, like, that he and Odin's dad had the same voice actor.
Oh, you know what? This is what makes the mystery between the manga versus the anime very different.
Yeah. I mean,
characters with disguises are virtually impossible to pull off in voice acting then, by that, very obvious telltale sign, unless they had, like, a voice modulator.
But even then,
they used a fake name.
Yeah. Which they did not do, but it's fine.
I mean, this particular secret isn't that important. The one that comes immediately after we find out that he's, Odin's dad is much more important.
Yeah. That secret being, fucking Pluton's in Wano?
And it's real.
Yeah.
Like, not only is it in Wano, it's also actually real.
Well, I mean,
like, it's not like, well, I know the ancient weapons are all supposed to be real or whatever, but, like... It's kind of like the what's it called? What's the one that Frankie has?
What?
Which secret weapon? Which, like, of the weapons does Frankie have access to?
He had the blueprints to Pluton.
The blueprints to Pluton. Oh, okay. So the fact that Pluton is here is kind of weird, but Pluton was kind of up in the air for me because it's an actual reproducible thing, right?
Well, yeah, but, like, that doesn't that mean it's actually real, though?
It means it means it existed at one point. It doesn't mean it has to currently still exist, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like of the 3 ancient weapons, 2 of them can just keep coming back. Because one is just reincarnated through people, and another one is just a machine. More or less. It's weird to think about a ship being a machine, but,
Yeah. But, so that bomb was dropped. Fuck, dude. What?
Yeah, well...
I thought we were supposed to leave Wano this chapter. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. This certainly ain't it. We have a lot of loose ends to wrap up here.
Yeah.
We still don't know what the hell's up with Zoro as well. We got a lot of hints to Zoro's past, but we haven't really gotten any confirmation of anything yet, besides the one flashback that Zoro had.
Yeah, no.
Also, don't know if King and Queen are straight up just dead now.
That's an excellent question. But people have been, like, saying, it's like, oh man, admirals are, like, top tier. Admirals are god tier now, dude. The admirals are, like, whatever. But my thing is that how do we know that the King and Queen aren't wearing fucking Sea Prism Stone right now? Because why the fuck wouldn't they be?
Yeah, and it can't even say there's fatigue from the battle because this is actually a couple days out.
Yeah.
So they should be at, potentially fighting condition.
But like I'm saying, that they're probably wearing Sea Prism cuffs because they're Devil Fruit users.
It's hard to tell with the art because both of them are being, like, strangled to the vines anyway, so, like, they might have them around their necks and you just can't tell. Or,
like, around their arms or legs.
Yeah, whatever is out of panel, basically.
But the official translation is very different from the scans, though. That's
Yes.
So in the scans, it's like he's like, how did you expect to beat me? I'm an admiral or whatever. And, I don't know. He was like a lot more of a dick in that, but in this, he's kind of just like, I don't know.
He's just kind of angry.
Yeah. I think,
but not like unjustifiably angry though.
Like
it seems like they just fucked with him, and he's like, you know what? Nah.
Because like
I have to teach y'all a lesson.
The line that's interesting here is, a guy in my position can't go around getting beaten by pirate subordinates. The Navy doesn't have any manpower to send around around performing cleanup.
Yeah.
So like that seems it's more like it's like yeah I can't fucking lose here because like we got nothing left.
And also, and you're just who I thought you were, as in like, he might have a very jaded opinion of pirates.
Yeah.
And King and Queen and the other Beast Pirates have lived up to that low expectation.
Also, what happened to Queen's like Fu Manchu that he had?
It dried out. No, it's on there. You can see it. It dried out.
Because it's like, first of all, I don't think hair dries up like that.
This is Oda. Dinosaurs don't do what any of the dinosaurs do.
Yeah, but like, fucking look at this dude's like facial hair. It's just not there. Like it's shaved off.
No, I'm pretty sure it's still there and it's just dry. Which I know doesn't make any sense, but like...
No, fucking look at the actual page. There's nothing there.
I know, no, I'm looking at it. It could just be his lips are particularly black. It could just be that thin.
No, but like he's wearing lipstick.
I think it'd be blood next to it too.
No, but like Queen wears lipstick.
I know. Queen. No, I'm not saying that Queen doesn't normally have black lips. I'm just saying with the limited space that he had to work with and the lines he needed to incorporate with his design with all the wrinkles, he straight up might have not had enough room and space to portray the super thin Fu Manchu. I mean, we've seen some questionable panels within recent One Piece.
Still, it's distracting.
I guess, if you care enough about Queen. I personally don't give a shit about Queen. I also only knew it was Queen because of the X and like the giant ponytail.
Not the suspenders or the metal arm.
Nah, I can't tell it's a metal arm, and the suspenders are like whatever. All the Beast Pirates have weird like designs on them.
Well, yeah,
it'd be obvious in the anime. In the manga, it's kind of hard to tell.
But yeah, we got our first good look at Green Bull, and boy, he looks like a fucking.
He looks like what what Senior Pink looked like when he was younger, actually.
Yeah, kinda.
He's got the same long eyelashes that Oda does sometimes.
He also is,
and the thick lips.
Yeah, he's also a big fan of Sakazuki, which is not
great,
not good.
Not the best role model, honestly. And do you see the translation for the tattoo on his chest?
Yeah.
By the way, yeah. So,
it's. I think in the scans they said it was in reference to like a movie that the actor who he's based off of was like in.
Oh, okay. Like the actor that the design for this particular admiral.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, because all the admirals are based off of real life actors.
Exactly.
If anyone who's hearing this doesn't know, that's actually a thing, and it's very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. He loves Sakazuki's cut no corners attitude, and he's going for Luffy's head specifically.
Yep.
Bless you.
I also love the fact that he's just simping so hard that the reason he's doing this is because he wants to hear Akainu say like, you did good.
Yeah.
That's it. Just, you did good. Not even like extreme praise or anything. Just straight up, you did good. I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Senpai noticed him for the first time.
It definitely seems like we're not avoiding a fight with
Green Bull.
Yeah, no. It definitely seems like we're getting a fight with him.
Like, yeah, like normally you'd expect like the Straw Hats to like just leave at the last minute right before, or something. But no, they're definitely gonna have to do something about it. I still think it would be hilarious if Luffy and or the other members of his crew just take out Green Bull right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
And the reason for that is only because I think this is a good point in the story for Oda to like kind of exemplify how strong they've become at this point in the series.
Yeah.
Like pull a Fishman Island all over again. And that, and also, like, I get it. Green Bull's strong. We've just seen him take out King and Queen at the same time. But with your, with your theory on the Sea Prism cuffs being in play, that's not as impressive.
Like, the thing is, nobody's, like, talked about that so far. Like, everyone who I've seen,
like, the community should be freaking out that King and Queen just got taken out by one dude.
No, well, they have, but, like, nobody's mentioned the fact that they could be just, like, in Sea Prism cuffs.
Oh, they're doing the opposite. They're overhyping it as opposed to potentially underhyping it.
Exactly. They're gassing up Green Bull, but like I'm sitting here thinking to myself, is nobody gonna talk about how? No, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because if that is the case, and he is truly strong enough to do that to King and Queen without cuffs of any kind. He should be able to just fight the crew then.
Yeah.
Like, he should straight up be able to solo the Straw Hats right now. Like, Luffy, unless he goes, all out, like he did against Kaido, like, again, I don't think he'd be able to do anything about Green Bull if he's strong enough to just take out King and Queen at the same time.
Exactly. Also, if people are just saying, like, that the Admirals are equal to, like, the Emperors.
That particular statement means something extra funny. By the end of this chapter.
Well, but like, yeah.
Do you think
absolutely
any
not?
I was gonna say, do you think any of the admirals could take on Shanks?
No.
Like 1v1. I don't think any of them could take on Shanks.
Because think about it.
Also, Shanks showing up and potentially joining that fight was enough to have the entire navy back down.
Yeah. Think about it like this. If the admirals were as strong as the emperors, why the fuck
are there emperors?
Yeah, why wouldn't they just send out the admirals and like a bunch of vice admirals to a territory and just clean up?
Yeah, if anything, they should probably do that like systematically. They have all 4 admirals go in, take out an emperor, go to the next one, take them out, because they know the emperors aren't going to work together.
Yeah.
So, like, they just keep taking them out by 4v1ing them, and they wouldn't lose. Like,
Marco was fucking washing all 3 of the admirals in Marineford.
That is also true.
The only person who fucking managed to stop him was Garp.
Yeah. And that's just because Garp's haki is still one of the, like, most powerful examples of it in the entire, current living world of One Piece.
Yeah.
And my man is straight up retired. Like, they basically brought him out of retirement to watch his grandson die.
Oh,
which kind of fucked, but
whatever. But let's get back to the chapter, or else we're never gonna finish here. Got a big party.
Yeah, so it's a party. Yeah, it's the wrap up and everything. Everyone's happy. People are reminiscing.
Carrot's backing up in with the Minx, which is depressing, but she's front and center, which is a little bit hopeful. I think.
At least she's the most, focused on Mink.
Yeah. So it's possible. We also don't see Yamato anywhere in these like celebration panels.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. In the previous page, no, they're not there either. Besides a memory, there is a really cool panel of fucking Key.
Yeah.
And whatever her name is, celebrating together again, which is cool.
Yeah, Suru.
Yeah, I forgot their name, but they've been waiting for a while.
Oh yeah.
He was gone for a long ass time. So that'll be nice. I'm glad he made it out, by the way.
Yeah.
By the end. Glad he didn't go.
Oh, it's such a shame that Kinemon didn't die at the end because of the sacrifice. Blah, blah, blah. No, come on.
It's like, he deserves it. Also, like, I get it. Everybody, like, almost all of the scabbards had, like, a fake out death and or a potential point where they could have died.
Except for
But
Kawamatsu.
we lost two. Yeah, we lost two of them.
Yeah. One that we cared about and one that we didn't. Sorry, Ashura.
Hey, Ashura Doji is a thick god, alright? We stand our pink-haired king. No, he was also, he was one of those archetypes that kind of always dies. Because he's one of those, like, soft-hearted asshole characters that, like, sacrifice themselves. Just happens all the time.
He's also, like, the oldest one, too, and...
Yeah. It's just a walking red flag. It's like, oh, but Ashura Doji was one day from retirement. It's like, yeah, he was. Yeah, so the festival's great. I'm sure this is going to look beautiful, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
When it's animated.
Sure.
Like, damn. They better pull the... They better, like... like
in the year 2025, when we get this...
Yeah, use all of their budget for one of these... well, for the episode for this, because it's going to look hype.
Yeah.
Then the setting gives for really good lighting.
Oh, yeah. Like, reds and oranges and stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone's celebrating. And the last page we get is a reveal of the 4 new emperors. And we have Shanks, we have Blackbeard, we have Luffy, and we have Buggy D. Clown.
Yeah, so it's not actually Buggy D. Clown. It's Buggy, the Genius Jester, which is honestly even more false than Buggy D. Clown. I mean, hell, he might have the Willa D, but he's certainly not a genius.
Yeah, it's quite possible, but... So, I made a TikTok about this on the official O-Tōkushō TikTok page. Go and check it out. But... I think this is Buggy becoming an emperor is like one of two things. It's either Morgan's fiddling with like the news again. He's like overhyping Buggy, or it's the Gorosei trying to mess up the balance of the emperors. Because otherwise, it makes no sense. Just none.
Yeah, there's literally no reason why he's here. Especially because we haven't had any updates on what he's done.
None.
Like, at all. Since the the Great War or whatever, and since the warlord system was abolished and he was, like, on the run.
Yeah.
Like, we've gotten no information about him since, and, like, now he's suddenly just an emperor.
Yeah.
Like, Oda has a lot of explaining to do.
His territory consists of only one island. He has no notable members of his crew anymore. He even says that Hyrudean and the new giant pirates were his top earners, meaning that he doesn't have them anymore, and his best was Hyrudean. And he and his main crew, they're not particularly threatening at all. I think.
I mean. The funny thing is, Hyrudean is now just in Luffy's crew, technically.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is extra funny.
I think fucking, like, Tashigi could probably take down Buggy. Well, maybe not Tashigi. Kobe could.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Kobe could definitely take out Buggy.
I say Tashigi can't just because she uses a sword. Not to say that she couldn't just use the back of her sword. So she probably could still beat Buggy.
It's mostly just dependent on how skilled she is with hockey.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Well, I mean, that also is like dependent on whether or not hockey actually affects Buggy.
It should.
There's
no reason why it wouldn't.
You would think so, but how come Mihawk couldn't cut him?
Well, my bad. She would have to still hit him with the hockey-infused back of her blade, even if it wasn't, sharp or whatever. Because, like, I get it, Buggy is still very much a joke, a joke man, but, like, at this point, he should be, like, comparable to at least some decent characters.
I mean, like...
And would require hockey to be, like, fightable,
like,
I hope.
He was able to, like, knock around the jailer beasts in...
okay. So,
not the awakened ones, mind you.
Oh.
The blue gories and, like, the fucking weird chimera things or whatever.
They're just regular people.
Yeah.
Like they're like superhuman level in One Piece, which at this point we far surpassed superhuman level.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
One of the characters who's an emperor now is canonically, a god, or at least has the abilities of one.
Yeah.
Like we've far surpassed superhuman levels. Now, mind you, this is superhuman by One Piece standards. Like superhumans in like DC or whatever would obviously be stronger.
Or
yeah, because superhuman is just a very vague term. But in One Piece, like general superhumans would be anybody who has like moderate access to haki, or is like at the cusp of being able to use it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but like, I don't know. But Buggy just seems like it's
just
I don't know.
He's there to make the readers confused or angry or both.
I'm not gonna be like, oh man, One Piece is terrible now because Buggy's an emperor. But like,
I will.
I don't know.
I just need him to explain himself. If he doesn't give a good enough explanation, then I'll be mad. I'm holding judgment, right, until Oda gives an actual explanation as to why Buggy is here.
You're gonna have to hold off for like a whole month though.
That's fine. It'll give me plenty of time to stew.
And you know what? Oda deserves that break.
Oh, if any man on the planet does, it's him.
Yeah, exactly.
He works harder than any person currently alive, in my opinion. And that's not even me speaking as like a biased weeb or whatever. Like, the man has basically not stopped working for 25 years.
Like, he's only now just like started taking like bi-weekly breaks.
Yeah, like it used to be weekly, guaranteed. The man was an actual machine.
Yeah.
Like, and even the bi-weeklies don't really count because he's still doing stuff. He's just not doing it as hard.
Yeah, exactly. But what do you think about this final panel here?
Do you think they're gonna reveal? Wait, did they already reveal Blackbeard's bounty?
Well, yeah, they did. But I was talking about the final one.
Oh, the final?
Yeah. Well, the Navy ain't in any mood to celebrate you brats. The world outside is one unholy mess right now.
I mean, that just sounds like it's ripe for a, update chapter.
Yeah, we're gonna get like one fucking insane update chapter.
Cause like how they did like right after the 2-year time skip.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of zipped around to the different places and see how it's changed in the time since the Straw Hats left.
But yeah.
Very, very excited to see how that plays out.
I know. And it's a shame that I decided I wanted to do this week to week because now we have to wait a month for the next One Piece chapter. Whoops. Or maybe I did this on purpose.
Oh no. You'll never know. And also, I'm not really sure if you'll care much. Because by the time people see this, it'll most likely be the time for the next chapter, and then, they'll just go immediately to the next episode or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
But if you're waiting in real time, we apologize.
Well, we appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not in our control, obviously.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's the chapter. So, I thought it was pretty good.
Eventful shit. Very cool, very cool. I like the updated poster for Luffy.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think Luffy knows what he looks like. Yeah.
It's like that joke from Dragon Ball Abridged.
Yeah, exactly.
Your hair is blonde. Hair. So is yours. It is?
Yours. What? It's like, I didn't realize my hair became... I mean, honestly, that's not even a joke. That would just be real. How would he ever know his hair turns blonde when he goes Super Saiyan?
Yeah, for real.
Like, you can't see your own hair with your eyes. That, and also, every time Goku goes Super Saiyan, he's usually fighting something.
Exactly.
And you're not paying attention to your own hair. That is very funny, though. I want to see... Because we saw Luffy's reaction for a split second of him going, with, like, the big eyes or whatever.
He has unique eyes.
But that might just be in reference to the 4 emperors, as opposed to, his body just looking weird.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm trying to upload the rest of the the podcast episodes onto the YouTube channel. I'll try to have this out as soon as I can, but it probably isn't going to matter because no one's going to watch it immediately. Yeah, like I mentioned before, the TikTok account is. I try to like stitch and do stuff on there. I'll try and get Jack to participate as well, but no guarantees on that.
I'm just not a TikTok man. I don't know how it works. But if Alex can help me get onto that, then I'll participate.
Yeah.
Not against it, just unfamiliar.
But yeah, that's that, and yeah, we'll try and we'll get all as many episodes out as we can, and this version of us that talks about chapter reviews. We'll see you on July 24th.
Yeah, we'll most likely make this a separate playlist to our series.
Yeah.
As opposed to like one of the official, episodes.
Ironically
It'll be a
enough,
little bit shorter. We'll just be talking about the chapter and everything.
Yeah, ironically enough, this will probably get more views than the podcast will, but that's fine.
Oh, certainly. It's One Piece related, and they tend to get a lot of traction just because the series is literally one of the most popular fictional series on the planet.
Yeah. But that's it for us. I've been Alex, and this has been Jack.
Yep.
And I will see you next time.
Bye.